They're suing at an exclusive Netflix event. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson faced off. But the most absurd part wasn't that they merely participated in trash talk and a face-off. Jake Paul, being Jake, went one step further by releasing his hands and engaging in a full-on fight with Tyson there. Yes, you heard me. Before their big bout in November, Jake really stepped up and almost attacked Mike. And Tyson wasn't backing down either. The two started fighting like they were in the ring. And it wasn't just a few jabs. It was a ferocious encounter that left everyone in the event in astonishment. It didn't take long for security to intervene and terminate it before things went out of hand. But for those few seconds it was pure mayhem. And now everyone is wondering if this is what occurs at an exclusive event and what will happen in the ring come November. Let's break it down, okay? It was a special Netflix event that was incredibly exclusive, with only celebrities and industry insiders attending. Everyone was there to capitalize on the hype around the approaching bout between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson and the premiere of their documentary series on Netflix. Jake Paul, who's never one to shy away from controversy, figured it was the ideal moment to stir things up. You know how he is. Well, Jake spotted his chance and grabbed it right there at the event, surrounded by some of the top personalities in the business. Jake unleashed an unjustified assault on Mike Tyson. Yep, he went after Iron Mike in front of everyone, hoping to ramp up the buzz for their upcoming fight. And let's be real, it's not surprising coming from Jake. He lives for this kind of chaos. It's all about getting people talking, selling those PPVs, and keeping the spotlight firmly on him. But here's the thing, attacking Mike Tyson, that's next level bold. Now Mike, being the legend that he is, wasn't just going to stand there and take it. Not Tyson's not the type to back down when someone's trying to disrespect him, especially not in front of a crowd. So when Jake threw the first punch, things went from 0 to 100 real quick. Tyson, calm but dangerous, fired back, and before anyone knew it, the two were in the middle of a full-on brawl. But things got so heated that security had no choice but to intervene. They rushed in to break it up, pulling Jake and Mike apart before the situation spiraled even further out of control. It wasn't easy. Jake was excited, yelling at Mike, wanting to keep the fight going, while Mike was simply ready to show Jake what happens when you mess with a heavyweight title. The fans at the event, they were straight out losing it, some people applauding, others in amazement, because honestly no one anticipated things to escalate this far. Once the dust cleared and security eventually managed to separate everyone, even his own team was slightly troubled by how far he took things. But let's face it, Jake was out of line and everyone knew it. He was still babbling incoherently to give the idea that he was in command of the situation. Tyson, on the other hand, was the picture of calm. Sure, he wasn't going to let Jake disrespect him, but at the end of the day he's a pro. He's been in way bigger fights than this, both inside and outside of the ring, and he wasn't about to let Jake's antics rattle him too much. Jake's stunt worked. The viral clips of the brawl are all over the internet and people can't stop talking about it. It's exactly what Jake wanted, even if he had to disrespect a legend like Tyson to make it happen. The hype for their fight in November is now through the roof. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Yeah, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson in on for November 15th. 2024 at the legendary T Arena. I mean, seriously, this fight is going to be next level. With every day that passes, the anticipation just keeps building, and it's no surprise that tickets are selling like hotcakes. We're talking sold out in record time, with fans from all over the world scrambling to get their hands on any available seats. Whether you're a die-hard Jake Paul fan or you're rooting for Mike Tyson to show why he's still the baddest man on the planet, everyone wants to be there when history goes down. This fight is so much more than just a celebrity matchup or an exhibition bout. This is a moment that's about to shift the entire landscape of boxing for Jake. This is a chance to prove he's legit, that he's not just some YouTuber turned boxer, but a real contender who's ready to face off against a legend in for Tyson. Well, he's showing the world that even at 58 he can still bring the heat, and that no one should ever count him out. This isn't just any fight, it's a massive clash of generations. If you thought the fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson was already insane, Netflix is increasing the excitement even more with their forthcoming 3-part documentary series called Countdown. The boxing industry hasn't seen this type of buzz in a long time, and with PPVs projected to smash records, this is going to be the event that everyone speaks about for years to come. Paul vs. Tyson. Netflix is going all out to offer fans a behind-the-scenes peek at one of the most anticipated boxing events of the year. And this isn't just your normal fight ad either. The program will dig extensively inside Jake and Mike's training camps, exposing everything from Jake's grueling prep sessions to Tyson's famed old-school grind. Trust me, you're going to see these two like never before. The first 2 episodes will debut on November 7th, with the last episode following on November 7th, arriving just a few days ahead to the major event on November 12th. We're discussing having intimate access to both combatants to film every second of their preparation for the contest of their life. Jake, the troublemaker Paul, who has a perfect record of 10-1 with 7 KOs, will meet the ultimate legend, Mike Tyson, whose record is ridiculous at 56 with 44 KOs. The drama, intensity and behind-the-scenes action we love will be plentiful in the Deuce series. But there's more to come. In addition to Jake and Tyson, Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor are also gaining attention as they get ready for their clash. Amanda and Katie Taylor are real. This is going to be one of the largest events Netflix has ever aired, and it's setting the scene for Jake and Tyson's fight at Arena on November 15th. Listen up. Mike Tyson understands precisely what's at risk in this battle. Even if you may believe he has nothing to lose since he's the great champ who has already sealed his name in boxing history and he's in it for the big cash. Serrano will contend for the undisputed super lightweight championship, and I assure that their section will keep you riveted. Tyson isn't approaching this fight like a stroll in the park. He's preparing like a champion because he recognizes that age won't be an excuse for him if things don't work out. At 58, he may be reaching his 60s, but believe me, Tyson isn't going to allow Jake Paul take advantage of that. He's training hard in the gym with the focus and intensity that have defined his entire career. You can see it in the way he's been preparing, embracing that champion mentality, and pushing himself to the limit, demonstrating to everyone that he still has the heart of a lion and the abilities to support it. Instead of training hard in the gym, Jake Paul has been releasing these absurd videos online, appears more interested in generating a viral spectacle than putting in the serious effort for this bout. Come on. Jake recently unveiled a series of video in which he works out with phony weights, eats hundreds of cheeseburgers, and puts on a fake belly as if it were a cheat day before the biggest battle of his life. This is a legitimate boxing battle with a lot on the line, so it's not just for fun. If Jake continues to be goofy and doesn't buckle down and take this seriously, he might wind himself in a world of hurt on fight night. That's all I have for you today. Tyson is conscious that the pressure is on, and he's training like he's back in his heyday because, in his opinion, he's still that undefeated fighter ready to take anybody down. Meanwhile, Jake's pranks might backfire if he doesn't respect the sport and accept this as a serious challenge. The boxing world is watching, and the expectations are sky high. Will Jake learn that he has to pick up his game and stop fooling around, because if he doesn't take it seriously, Mike will show him that legends don't play, they fight well? I guess we'll have to wait and see how everything comes out. Till then, there will be tranquility.